What is up, guys? Welcome to
Duovision,
and yeah, it's been a good minute
since it's been a second.
It's been a second, but
stuff going on.
We got Thanksgiving coming around the corner and Christmas and all that, and we're gonna be busy, so we're gonna try to go ahead and squeeze some videos out. We thought we'd go ahead and
we're gonna start with a death battle.
Exactly, we're gonna do a death battle and maybe a little special clip. I saw Smosh do a little trailer for their next video.
A trailer for their next video?
Yeah,
ooh, okay, yeah, we can maybe squeeze that in. But this is a 20-minute video.
Yeah. So I really just watched the latest episode of Rick and Morty. That shit was hilarious. It was funny. It was crazy. It actually
the last episode I watched was the Suicide Spaghetti episode. NSFW viewer discretion advised, everything about that. But yeah, no. So we got Rick Sanchez, which I know a decent bit about Rick because I've watched this series. But then we got the Doctor from Doctor Who, and that's all. That's all.
A lot about that. I'm conflicted because due to the last season or two of the Doctor, Rick Sanchez has it's pretty big shoes to fill, killing this guy. Very similar yet very extremely different.
Yeah, but I am curious as to where Boom and what's the other one's name? Boomstick and
why would you have to embarrass?
Oh shit! Sorry, Death Battle. But I was just wondering how they're going to do their research on Rick Sanchez because. We've seen his feats through the show, but
there's also the video games and the manga.
Yeah, what other feats does he have? Is my question.
But go ahead and put down in the comment section below who
do you think's got this? Simply because I don't know what the Doctor's capabilities are, I'm going to hold out until I see them.
I'm curious, but I think Rick will get it, but. The Doctor is full of surprises. That's all I'll say. He is
full of surprises.
He's very good at pulling out of the box ideas that just very like Shakespeare type crap, just twisted and you never expected coming. But let's go ahead and start this death battle. Had to do it. Why didn't do it? I had to.
This video is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Sponsors.
Rick Sanchez.
We need that.
The Doctor.
These brilliant geniuses dominate the cosmos, but who would win an all-out brawl? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Who's going first?
Everything about Morty Smith's life was perfectly average. Average
house,
average family, average school.
Maybe slightly below average intelligence.
But everything changed the day his grandpa Rick came home.
Yeah, in style. Because Rick Sanchez is anything but average.
Rick is easily the smartest man in the universe.
Man, that motherfucker's tall.
Dangerous criminal. He spent
smartest
years on the run
in the
from the Galactic Federation, going on adventures
McDonald's
across the
alcohol planet. Just like average world. Rick crime is blue hair is natural.
Put him in life-threatening danger. Bye.
Thus formed the greatest duo of the generation, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, mostly Rick. Morty's the cannon fodder who smuggles grapefruit-sized seeds up his ass. And that's just the first episode.
Rick is an unparalleled inventor, always ready to face even the squanchiest of alien foes.
He's got your usuals. Laser gun, invisibility belt, shrink ray, cyborg implants, the works.
As well as some weirder things, like a Mr. Meeseeks box, which can summon an infinite number of irritating temporary life forms that will work tirelessly to accomplish a given task.
Or a series of android decoys that are so perfectly created, they don't even realize they're decoys. Which leads them to create decoys that create decoys, and so on.
Rick's gadgets can erase your memories, manipulate and travel through time, and even make a surface true level. As in, perfectly flat, something normally mathematically impossible. So beautiful that experiencing it for only a moment before returning to non-Euclidean space can emotionally scar you for life.
He can even inject you with his own genetic info and instantly chest burst a clone of himself from inside you, like a pasty alcoholic xenomorph.
Oh,
What the hell?
Rick and Morty travel the
that
universe
episode.
in the Space Cruiser. Powered by a microverse under the hood, this compact starship comes equipped with laser cannons, a fishing line that can tow a solar system, and a unique artificial intelligence.
Since they're using Rick Sanchez's space cruiser, then they're more than likely going to use the telephone box with the Doctor.
The TARDIS.
The TARDIS. Yeah, I did.
And the TARDIS has got a lot of rooms, a lot of technologies, a lot of things. And the TARDIS, like Rick Sanchez's devices, can go anywhere in any time, in any space of any moment. And it's supposed to be protected from the outside. And a lot of it's crazy. But I'm gonna go grab my popcorn chicken because this is starting to get good. Popcorn chicken.
I will entertain you guys.
Well, let them know
with
what
the
you
head
think
bop.
What do you think Rick will throw at the Doctor right from the start?
What do I think Rick will throw at the Doctor right from the start? If he's drinking, a bottle.
You think he's gonna burp and throw?
I think he's gonna burp and throw.
Bro.
Why do we have so much Kikkoman soy sauce?
I didn't know I bought it the first time. My God.
There's like 4 bottles of soy sauce, and 2 of them are brand new bottles of Kikkoman that he thought he didn't buy. But no, whenever it comes to like weapons and everything, I feel like he's going to start really filling the Doctor out with probably just a basic like gun, maybe a like freeze ray or something.
Yeah, that's what I deep fryer. Got hot, but then it got cool real fast. So I'm just gonna let it get in there and get hot. I think if anybody's gonna fill anybody out, the Doctor would definitely fill out Rick.
Yeah, but with that space, Rick is going to notice that he's trying to fill him out, and with that space, Rick is going to in turn start filling him out, and then I feel like
the
that's
only
how
thing
it's gonna
I'm
start.
worried about is Rick taking over the Doctor's sonic screwdriver, because that's the main weapon. It's a device that's constantly developing and evolving and getting smarter and better throughout the hundreds of thousands of years. Of
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's crazy.
Rick and Morty's adventures were absolutely bonkers.
From disentangling a time loop created by alien snakes to battling the metafictional story lord to Rick turning himself into a pickle to avoid family therapy.
This guy would rather battle the Russian mafia as a vegetable than address his feelings.
Actually, pickle's a fruit.
Because boy, oh boy, does he have a lot of them.
Behind the fart jokes and wubba-lubba-dub-dubs,
Wait.
Rick harbors bitter
No, it's
emotions.
not. Pickles are cucumbers. Cucumbers are vegetables, not fruits.
Y'all wore it out in the comment section if a pickle is a fruit or a vegetable.
A pickle is a vegetable. I'm standing by it.
Emotional agony.
Way back when, in a completely different universe, the Rick we know had a happy life until another Rick from another universe took it all
Rick
away,
Prime.
the bastard.
You need to watch the Rick Prime episode.
What is there?
Yeah, dude, there's been like 3 episodes that's come out since you last watched. I've watched them all.
Shit.
I'll rewatch them, dude. They're great, especially the Rick Prime because Evil Morty comes back in. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Not gonna be spoiled.
Oh,
Sorry.
Evil Morty comes back. I might have to watch
But
it. Okay,
like
okay.
me, Rick is a true
Evil Morty's
inventor,
a
and this tragedy
beautiful
spurred him
dick.
to craft his
Oh my
greatest
God,
creation,
hilarious.
the portal gun.
My scans indicate it creates holes through all aspects of space-time, allowing Rick to travel anywhere in the multiverse. It sounds exhausting.
It can do more than that. It can slice you in half, set up traps, and even...
That's coming out of your paycheck.
Nuh-uh.
Decades of traveling the multiverse, hunting down the man who ruined his life, darkened Rick's heart. He began to ask himself, if there are an infinite number of universes with an infinite number of each person,
They just spoiled you. They just spoiled something in there.
how did any individual life matter?
Sounds like he's overthinking it.
Like the time he accidentally turned all of humanity into horrific Cronenbergs. He and Morty had to escape to a parallel universe where they swap places with recently deceased versions of themselves. What does that do to a person?
Makes him badass. When Rick found the interdimensional council of Ricks, he kicked their teeth in. Like they say, he's the Rickest Rick of them all.
That he is. Just touching the hem of his coat can activate his energy shield or even induce instant death. Yes, instant. No, it isn't explained why. Though considering this reaction, it's likely a chemical released through the coat's lining.
Rickest Rick whiz! He's dodged an orbital space laser from just a few feet away. He's so smart, he figured out he's in a TV show. Yep, really.
Perhaps most mysterious is Operation Phoenix, a series of clone bodies that his consciousness can be uploaded to upon his death. Despite eventually taking it offline, his mind is still connected to every other Operation Phoenix across the multiverse,
Giving him an infinite number of extra lives, even if some of them are shrimps and fascists.
Some of his devices can destroy the Earth, the universe, even numerous...
So Rick C-130 should be capable of replicating the feats and inventions of any other Rick within reason.
alternate timelines. He actually did that just to manipulate the stock market.
Though underneath the drunken god complex, there's still a glimmer of the family man Rick used to be.
Well, as much as he insists that love is just a chemical reaction in the brain, he does care about his daughter and grandkids. And Jerry. Sometimes.
He's taken on an alien Zeus, the president of the United States, and the actual devil. Even exiting the bounds of fiction into meta-reality, fighting Jesus H. Leaping Christ himself, and meeting Joseph Campbell. Talk about a hero's journey.
Challenge Rick at your will. He might
Fighting
look like a
Jesus
scrawny,
to
drunken
meeting Joseph
septuagenarian.
Campbell is crazy.
Oh God, I forgot how many people he fought. But I mean, Doctor spot.
That's jumping, bro. That's, bro.
If you hear like the house shake, bro, there's some upstairs, some kids. I think it's Thanksgiving week, so they're off, and the parents off of work, and they just going crazy. It sounds like a whole wrestling match up there. I mean, I totally believe so. Oh, 1 second.
Is, but he's also somehow the greatest warrior in the universe.
And you can lick his balls.
Lick his balls.
Lick my balls.
Because you haven't showered. Just kidding, he showered. I haven't showered. I just want him hurt. I don't want to kill him. You know what I mean?
At extreme
Freaking ass,
experience,
bro.
we believe.
Chesterton and Barbara Wright were just your average school teachers with a less than average student. Susan was odd, almost like an alien. And when they met her grandfather and his police box, they found out why.
They were aliens, and that police box was the TARDIS, a 2-in-1 spaceship and time machine.
Thus, they were whisked away into the stars, kicking off over half a century of timey-wimey adventures with a revolving cast of companions, like Sarah Jane Smith, Rose Tyler, the Brigadier, Amy Pond, and so many more.
Complete with the cheesiest special effects you've ever seen.
This madman with a box had a name he would never tell, and a history he would always run from. He was only known as the Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Doctor Exactly?
Though the Doctor's origins are shrouded in mystery, we know they were born several thousand years ago and earned degrees in cosmic science and higher dimensional physics.
But he got bored with the stuffy Time Lord bureaucrats, stole a TARDIS, and
They didn't do their research.
He does have a name?
Oh no, he has a name, at least 2,000 years old. Yeah, so, the 12th Doctor, the old man, spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years punching an ice wall, which would make him a lot older than 2,000 years old. I watched that episode all the time, and I watched it sad drinking a few years ago, all the time. And it's literally him, thousands of years, punching a wall over and over again, stuck in a loop. He is old as. And with the latest season with the girl and now David Tennant coming back, hold on, at least 2,000 years old. Come on, guys. Come on. You should, you know he's older than that. Come on.
Lord Time and Space is a runaway. Who can forget those adventures, chasing dinosaurs on a spaceship, dueling Robin Hood with a spoon, or shoving Hitler in a closet?
Yeah, we know it's kind of weird.
Oh. Fun fact is the old man, he showed up one time on a tank, like, rocking a guitar, and it was the coolest freaking intro ever.
It's British.
But if you don't know who's who, you're probably wondering, who are all these people? A bunch of old guys, young guys, a lady, and one of the Three Stooges? What?
The Doctor is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Time Lords may look human, but couldn't be more different.
Have 2 hearts.
Not only do they have 2 hearts, they literally experience time differently. They can see past, present, and future all at once. They can resist temporal phenomena such as time stops and can tamper with fixed points in time. They're effectively acausal beings.
This makes them super hard to predict and nearly impossible to erase from any timeline. They can even breach the bounds of space and talk directly to you. Yes, you at home. Hello there.
Time Lords are practically walking Deus Ex Machina. In fact, a lot of them would be proud to be called that.
Yeah, the Doc ran away for a reason. Time Lords are a bit dodgy.
The Doctor has hypnotized with a glance, resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air. Sounds crazy, but it's apparently standard fare for Time Lord Academy.
But the reason why there are so many doctors is that Time Lords have a...
If he can transfigure things out of thin air that's from the TARDIS, I feel like he's going to have a speed advantage over Rick with having to do everything with the portals. Rick has to pull the portal.
Yeah, Rick's a robot with like 20 arms and cybernetic. And
yeah, I know, but still,
computer.
like to get the bigger stuff, because we know they're gonna go all out. The bigger stuff is gonna get
Yeah,
used.
but with 20 arms in the mind of a quantum computer that can calculate things faster than the Doctor, or at least in the same speed. I don't know. I think you're downplaying Rick in here, bro. Like, it's disrespectful. You need to watch the latest fucking season, man. You should see this.
Funny way of cheating death.
Upon receiving a fatal wound, the Doctor undergoes regeneration, gaining a new, healthy body.
It's way more than that. While reloading, the Doctor has regrown lost limbs, become strong enough to knock down steel doors, and even weaponized his own time energy.
Downside being, if a Time Lord dies during regeneration, that ends the process permanently.
To date, we've seen 14 versions of the Doctor, plus a few extras mixed in here and there. Hell, by the time you're watching this, you've probably seen the 15th. Or the 16th.
The experiences each Doctor gains changes and
Let Patrick Stewart be a Doctor and watch me go to that TV so fast.
affects the next Doctor, and the next, and so on. Each Doctor maintains the same memories, but with an all-new personality.
Some like bow ties, some like jelly babies, some kick butt with Venusian karate, and some really hate the monarchy, probably 'cause they're werewolves.
But they always have one thing in common.
They are British!
Well, one other thing in common.
That's
The Doctor
British.
always enjoys the thrill of adventure.
What is Scottish?
And they've got plenty of tech to help, like the sonic screwdriver. Utilizing sonic waves to manipulate nearby objects, it can pick locks, cause detonations, and fry circuitry. It's sort of a Swiss Army plot device that can hack its way through most problems. The perfect pacifist tool for resolving conflict.
Its only weakness is that it doesn't do wood. Or turkey, though considering it can destroy machines, disrupt molecules, and even erase memories, I'll take it.
The Doctor doesn't often carry weapons. There's an invisibility watch, a time travel ring, psychic paper that tricks basically everyone, and perception filters that prevents others from noticing certain things, even people.
But the Doc does reluctantly have a few weapons stored away, like the dematerialization gun.
It might look slapped together with Hobby Lobby pipes, but the DMAT can literally erase you from time. As in, it causes you to have never existed in the first place.
But if you never existed, then the gun would have never needed to fire, which means you weren't wiped from existence, which means the gun
Grandpa the
would need
Paradox.
to fire, which means...
Did you say something? That's not the only time erasing tool in the Doctor's box. But we gotta talk about, the box! Shabby blue police box on the outside. Incredible time machine that's bigger on the inside. This is the TARDIS.
The time and relative dimension in space is a sentient ship that travels space and time with ease. It's strong enough to tow planets, powerful enough to stop antimatter from destroying the universe, and tough enough to tank lightning from Zeus. Yes, the god Zeus. It can even adjust its interior to an infinite degree, both in terms of space and time.
So, if the TARDIS doesn't like you, you might get lost inside it forever. Don't piss off the TARDIS.
Or any of the Doctor's enemies. Some of the universe's...
Omega Arsenal and beyond, such as the Tear of Isha, the Heart of TARDIS, Paradox Machines, and even the Moment which remains in contact with the Doctor.
deadliest monsters, Cybermen, Zygons, Weeping Angels.
And
Weeping
the
Angels,
Slitheen,
scary.
the big chunky aliens that took over 10 Downing Street. and couldn't stop farting.
Even when the Doctor prefers not to resort to fisticuffs, he's tough enough to survive bolts of lightning that vaporize an ordinary human. He's even dodged half a dozen disintegration rays, while also improvising several thousand calculations in a matter of nanoseconds.
Yeah, the Doctor's super smart. So smart his brain once powered a 1,000-year-old supercomputer.
The Doctor's outwitted cosmic entities like the Great Intelligence, the Time Lord Nemesis, the Master, and apparently the original Satan, who isn't even the most frightening alien in the multiverse, because that would be the Daleks.
Alright, bear with me here. They may look like trash cans with plungers, but they can exterminate anything that gets in their way, even all of space and time, like when they battled the Time Lords to extinction in the last Great Time War.
A war that showed a darker side to the Doctor. Thrust into a conflict that put all of reality at risk, the Doctor became a warrior, a soldier, a killer.
A side of him that had always been there, hiding just under that cheeky grin.
Finally, in a single moment, the Doctor pressed a big red button to end the war, and all of Gallifrey, once and for all.
As much as he didn't like the Time Lords, the Doctor cares for life above all things. So genociding his own people was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
As the last of the Time Lords, the Doctor proved to be the most dangerous person in the universe. Isolation threatened to turn him into the very type of Time Lord he despised, a master who controls the laws of time, the Time Lord Victorious.
And God help your immortal soul if you piss him off. If he's desperate or if you threaten his friends, you won't be prepared for how far he'll go. Like trapping you in every mirror in existence, imprisoning you in the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, or suspending you in time to be used as a scarecrow.
Fortunately, Gallifrey wasn't destroyed. It turns out the Doctor, all of the Doctors, saved the Time Lords, but just forgot about it until time could catch up to them. It's complicated.
Still, even their biggest L turned out to be a dub in disguise. That's how you know you're fantastic.
But a Doctor's job is never finished. Without witness, without reward, you'll never know when they'll show up to save the day. But if you happen to be up against the Doctor, there's really only one thing you can do. Run.
Facts.
If you don't live in a really dense urban
Alright guys, my phone, not my phone, my camera is dying real quick, so we're going to have to take like a 5-minute little interval. Probably going to eat this popcorn chicken I just made and try to charge this battery real fast so we can go ahead and start this battle. But while we're waiting before it dies, who do you, now that you've gotten a little bit of information on the two, what do you,
okay.
Are you worried for one or the other? I don't know who will win, but like...
I'm worried for Rick, but Rick is also a crazy bastard. So
yeah,
so because with all of the things that were said about the TARDIS and everything, I feel like that is way more applicable to more situations than his space cruiser.
But you gotta think he is capable of being basically reborn and an alternate version of himself with all those abilities. So he could just be reborn in a universe where he is possibly the Doctor.
The main weapon,
he's the Doctor in the universe.
The main weapon that that is on my mind right now is that
time erasing gun.
The time erase gun, the DMAT, fucking, because if he does get hit by that, then he can't just be reborn to another one of his bodies. All of those bodies would.
Would it though? Since they're from separate universes and times.
Yeah, because that gun gets rid of you from time and existence itself.
But that's just one time. There's a multiverse. It's not like, you know, this universe and that universe is split.
I could have understood the
yeah, it's not split, like each version of Rick isn't split timelines. Each version of Rick is a whole split universe, its own multiverse with its own timeline. So yeah, she could he could erase C-137 from this universe and its time. But if he comes back as a different Rick from another multiverse, you'd have to make sure that the gun also erases consciousness itself and any, memory of it. Which hypothetically should.
Memories would go.
Now, the one thing I don't know is if that memory is placed in another multiverse while you're still in this one, it might erase you from this time. But because that memory from this time is actually in a whole other timeline, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
That's the
because that would cause for.
We're applying way too much logic to
right.
theoretical physics. We're not like this is. I mean, there are aliens out there who know about timey-wimey stuff. I mean, for you it's just science, but for us it's science fiction. So if you want to expose yourself on 4K camera, that'd be great. But yeah, we're gonna take an interval and let this battery charge. Alright guys, we are back for the video. So I only got like 2 bars on this, so hopefully this fight will wrap up and sum up as soon as possible. But honestly, I was giving it some thought, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose a side for the
Okay, so we definitely have to implant a full weeks later, like SpongeBob design.
Yeah, we are.
Something.
But what was I gonna say? I'm gonna go ahead and start rooting for my boy, the Doctor.
I'm worried for Rick, but Rick, like I said earlier, like Rick is a crazy bastard.
Yeah, I gotta stop going to like have us separated. So I'm gonna stick it with the Whovians, and he's gonna stick it with the Sanchez.
The Sanchez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no audio. My bad, donkey dogs. I'm turning that up. Good bet. Just 2 seconds. Here we go.
I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors.
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me? Holy, it was ship! Keep Morty safe.
What are you... No! Oh, what did they do to you?
No way!
Right, fine. Queensbury rules? A bit of Venusian karate?
Keep quipping, asshole. Maybe you'll find a good joke on the ground next to your teeth.
On guard! Oh, this place looks fun. Do they have a little shop? I like little shops.
Oh yes. No.
Well, blink as much as you can. They're scared of rapid movement.
Motherfucker.
I'm young and I'm lazy. I don't remember the last time.
That was crazy. That was actually a quick way to get rid of it.
What?
My balls.
I feel like we're about to see what's going on with the D-Mac.
Brilliant, old girl. Switching rooms around.
I said I feel like we're about to see what's going on with the D-Mac gun with all of the Rick Sanchez's there.
Did he just go to another? Crazy.
Fantastic.
Called it. Called it.
It's fun to be the class clown till you get shot. Now hurry up. I got a grandson waiting on me. He won't die an idiot like you.
I know your type. The nihilist know-it-all. But through all this wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey rubbish, there's one thing you never quite understood. I'm the Doctor, and I don't want to go.
Told you, out of the box thinking.
Quite an impressive craft, Morty. You built it yourself?
I guess so.
Then you've got a bright future ahead. Don't be a cynic.
So everything else in the universe still exists. There's no grandfather paradox. Just
Morty, if you forget me, I'll haunt your ass. Ah, who the fuck are you?
oh, that's supposed to be a joke. It's the holograph that Rick built.
Yeah.
But all his items are still there, so that means his technology's there, and if the that is one way to solve it, because you can't do a permanent death for, I believe, because you can't do a permanent death for Rick, you can't do a permanent death for the Doctor. It was kind of like a who would win in a fight, I guess, since I mean with the hollow thing, just kind of confused that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what they say.
Live by the
But
portal.
yeah, what he just did with the whole portal and like planning ahead like that, that's very much the Doctor. That's why he is scary in the universe. In the Doctor Who universe, he is literally considered an army all by himself. All army spirit. That's why the Daleks, they're talking about being so crazy powerful. The Doctor, just by himself, are the Daleks and the Cybermen and everyone's sworn enemy. Even God fear him. All these beings believe in God. I mean, dude.
I knew that DMAC gun was literally like
Going to be a decision changer, yeah.
Oh, die by the portal.
Let's break this down. First off, Rick and the Doctor could both dodge lasers, making them pretty even, so neither could reliably win a quick draw.
Also, neither have shown any consistent signs of strength all that different from an above-average human.
The Doctor could get a superhuman strength boost during regeneration, but that is fairly incidental. So as far as physical ability is concerned, neither had a significant edge.
But when it comes to weapons, Rick had way more deadly killing machines, a lot of which could wipe out whole planets, galaxies, and more. If he could get the jump on the Doctor, he'd have a good chance of winning.
Of course, their similar speeds meant he probably wasn't getting that opportunity. There's no denying his firepower was superior overall, but that still had to contend with the Doctor's technology.
Yeah, despite all of Rick's crazy inventions, most of which could kill a normal person instantly, the Doctor matched or countered pretty much all of it.
Being a Time Lord meant he could resist any time-warping trickery Rick threw at him, and the sonic screwdriver could hack and even destroy nearly everything Rick had. The Sonic has even disabled teleportation and time travel technology before, making it more than capable of hijacking Rick's portal gun, which has been hacked in the past.
With that gun, Rick was kind of a sitting duck.
Operation Phoenix makes killing Rick permanently almost impossible, but the Doctor's reality-altering tech like the DMAT meant there would be no Rick left to
Rick is capable of creating the existence erasing a mega device. However, the Doctor has resisted such phenomena and can reliably
upload to a new body at all, effectively ending the fight in a single shot. And that was hardly the only reality warping super weapon the Doctor had access to. The Doctor's technology presented a clear advantage.
Now let's talk ships. This one's pretty clear-cut. The space cruiser was a deadly machine that towed a solar system, but the TARDIS single-handedly held off a universe-destroying event. That's an edge for the Doctor.
But perhaps most important of all was their experience and intelligence.
Rick mastered space and time to the point of becoming a veritable god. But you could say the same for the Doctor, who is way older. It's kind of like the Doctor has been Rickin' for many times longer than Rick himself.
And when push comes to shove, the Doctor is just as experienced of a warrior as Rick ever was, if not more so.
The first Doctor actually is the one who basically got the war between Daleks and the Doctor to come to a halt. He was a scary Doctor. That is about, I think he's like the Doctor who knows war or something, I can't remember.
Spent 900 years battling Daleks, Cybermen, Sontarans, and more on Trenzalore and came out on top.
And don't forget how quickly the Doctor can formulate, calculate, and initiate plans. Like when he dodged half a dozen rays and improvised thousands of calculations in his head to siphon the ray's energy into a teleporter, all in a matter of nanoseconds.
Rick usually relies on being the smartest guy in the room. When he's forced to battle people at his own level, he's often outsmarted, like with the Prime Rick or, gasp, a Morty.
Rick was a formidable genius, but the Doctor's incredible technology, unmatched intelligence, and thousands of years of experience gave him the win.
Ah, geez. I bet Rick was absolutely mortified to lose.
The winner is the Doctor.
Then I feel like the hologram shouldn't exist if it erased all his other selves in the multiverse.
Yeah, but it didn't erase his technology.
I don't know, but because, I don't know. So I guess the hologram, I don't know, it just bothers me. Because the hologram, if it wanted to...
but he uploaded his entire consciousness into the hologram, so it's just Rick's...
it might just be a copy. It just could just be a copy, I don't know. Cause just, I don't know. I mean, I guess the hologram exists. I mean, that's crazy. Cause Morty's gonna be like, who the flip are you? I wonder how he's gonna fix that. How can Rick reverse a time erasing thing? That's gonna be crazy. I would like to see it. Like, I would like to see somebody make like a fan story, animated or like comic form. That'd be cool if y'all just banked off with this. That would actually be a pretty dope story. But yeah, called it with the Whovian. Huzzah!
You won this death battle.
Yeah, I won this death battle. But yeah, we're going ahead and call the video here. If this one's not going to get on Apex, I'm going to try to convince him to watch Rick and Rick Prime and Evil Morty
yeah.
for a little bit. But like I said, comment down below who you have from the beginning. No lying, we'll know. We probably won't know. I probably won't care. I'll probably just like whoever you say, because honestly, both are great fighters, and both had a lot to them. But yeah, the more I thought about it in my break, I was like, the Doctor is just so crazy with how well he just formulates plans. And like they said, he's great at planning them, getting them coordinated, and executing them, and all that. And yeah, yeah. So I was like, Rick's smart, but very few often does he like ever show off being like bunches and bunches of steps ahead, unless he's super drunk. I would love to see the Doctor drunk. But yeah, this is Duovision, and hit that like and subscribe button. Help us out. That'd be awesome. Because it'd help the algorithm. Yeah. So deuces.